Mr. Geller.
Here.
Mr. Cater. Here. Mr. Buckley.
Here.
There's four present.
As you wish, please stand for the invocation of the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all here today. Please be with us as we do what's best for the county, and just lead us and guide us, dear Lord. Dear Lord, be with us all as we take off in our own ways today, dear Lord. Keep watch, dear Lord. I ask this in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
The consent agenda is on the board. It has been published. Vote.
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, we've been asked to reject the bid that we opened, I guess, last week. And for the metal roof, a motion?
I'll make a motion to reject the bid for the metal roof at Weber Road.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? Yes, Rich?
Why are you rejecting?
Because we're gonna open up a new bid on the next slide.
It was almost $900,000, which was almost 3 times the estimate.
Yeah.
So that'll do it.
So we're gonna try that again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, also I want to ask Harold, are we bidding a shingle roof too?
Well, you haven't got that on there, but you need to, I think. If you're
Yeah.
gonna compare it, you gotta have something to compare it to.
Well, we've already done that.
No, we
Yeah, we
had
never-
the sheet, nobody bid, and that, the department head needs to solicit some, or at least make people that are in the roofing business aware of the shingle bid, but in order, you're right, in order to compare it, you gotta have a shingle bid, but we haven't got one. So, I mean,
Well,
I would agree.
I mean, least we could look at a shingle bid metal and make a decision on money wise.
I
If we
agree.
can put a shingle roof
And-
on it last
Then we won't
20
have-
years.
Yeah. And then we won't have to come back in 2 weeks and say,
Right.
okay, we can't afford that. Let's
Well-
bid the other roof. So, yeah. let's
Well,
just make a
20
motion.
years, who's ever sitting up here, if it's cheaper, they can fix it.
But this does delay the work on the solar panel.
That's my question to
Yes.
Bridget. How much time do we have on that?
We have plenty of time because we just don't want to approve that award because then we have only like 90 days to get started on it. So we need to do all the roof and get all of that done.
Be
first.
ready for the shingle, or the solar before we do it.
Right.
Well-
But I think the shingle one was never completed. I think it was removed,
It was
and that's why
removed
we
before.
never received
Okay,
it.
I knew it'd been up, but I didn't remember what we'd done with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
make a motion to give permission to rebid the metal roof, but also add.
okay, now, have we rejected this bid?
Yes, we did. I'm sorry. We already got it. Already
All
got
right,
it.
so permission to
Yes.
rebid.
To rebid a metal roof, also bidding out a shingle roof also.
Okay. Any, a second?
I'm gonna second that, and I think we need to look at both bids, because
Well, that way we can.
I know they recommend a metal roof, but if the bids are that much difference, I mean, I don't see why, you drive around here, I see a lot of solar panels on shingle roof.
What was the budgeted amount this year to replace the roof?
I don't have that, Brian's not here, so I don't know.
I mean, I know we can't talk numbers, but the shingle roof was much cheaper than the metal roof.
All right.
And there's a shingle roof on it right now.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
been
thinking
on it.
back, but wasn't it that because we were going to roof over here at the courthouse? And it could not be done for some reason, so they said that we could use this as the opportunity to, so there might not have been money in the budget for that. It would have been in the budget for roofing the courthouse. Is
We
that correct?
budgeted the courthouse roof, and we're not doing that, and there was money there where we could use that money to do the roof out.
And it was appropriate if we were gonna do the solar panels to have new roof put on before we did the solar.
Yes.
And
Right.
Weber Road building has experienced some wind damage, and we also need to get those vent boxes off the roof of it. So-
Yeah, the dormers on the roof was bit in there, take them off, and that one storm we had, they were out there picking up shingles and patching,
Yeah, I
so we
rolled
know
some
we
of them
had.
back, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would
Yes,
it be beneficial, has an insurance claim been considered on the roof since there was damage?
I don't think it's serious.
I think when they looked at it, the age of the roof would have, ate up all
The roof was over, I think, 25 years old.
Yeah, so they would have said
So
it had its
it
life.
needs a new roof. Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Award the door lock system, Erica, you gonna talk about this? She's smiling, so I don't know.
Erica with the Juvenile Detention Center, I'm the superintendent there, and we would like to award the bid to Corsair Controls. It was the lower and better bid, and had a better, it met all of our specifications and had a better timeline on getting the job done.
And what's the dollars on that?
It is, to be exact, $41,505.59.
And do you have this in your budget?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, we actually, we have it in our budget, but it needs to be moved to the line item to where we can, use that money, I guess move it to the maintenance, and use that money to, proceed with the bid.
Okay. And, why is this the best bid? I know you said it's lowest, but why is it the best?
So it is not, I mean, it's very close to the lowest bid, but it's the best. They came out and actually looked at it, whereas the one who is just a little bit lower did not come and look at it. And it had a better, time frame on getting it installed.
On the completion, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Motion?
I make that motion, we award, to Corsair.
Corsair Controls.
Course Air Control at $41,505.59.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna second that, but this is this is who you recommend.
yes.
So another reason that I also wanted to go with them, they have installed for several juvenile detention centers. They installed for St. Charles County Juvenile, St. Louis County Juvenile, and Boone and the Boone County Juvenile Detention Center. So they have a lot of experience with juvenile detention centers.
So you're comfortable with them, and it's only $200 difference between that and the low bid, but you don't.
And they did not, that lowest bid did not come and look at the facility to see
Okay.
what they were working with.
I'll second that.
Okay, what does this do?
It opens and locks the juvenile detention doors.
You talking about an emergency or what?
No, just like in the daily operations. When the juveniles are in their room, the doors are locked,
Okay,
and so it, it's ensures the security of our facility.
okay. Okay, lock every cell whether there's anyone in there or not, right?
Yes.
Okay. And, what about an emergency? Fire?
And there would be safety.
Is there a capability to unlock them all at one time?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
Is
I
that what
mean,
you're asking?
like currently, there's not a way to unlock them all at once, but there is a manual key that will still be able to be used in case of emergencies, in case of the electrical failures.
So you wanna get that juvenile out of cell number 5, you just push that button and the door unlocks, is that?
That's how it currently is, and then the new system will be a touch screen, which
Okay.
is, like all other juvenile facilities have an electronic touch screen versus ours right now is just a old, panel that you push a button. It's a little bit of a safety concern because it's very obvious, for other juveniles, and we have had juveniles run back there and open the doors for other youth. So there's gonna be some extra safeguards and passcodes to access that electronic, touchscreen.
Any other questions?
Yeah, how do you spell the name of the company then?
It is Corsair.
Okay.
Corsair Controls is what I have. Okay, any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, thank you, Eric. Okay, we need to create a new title for, well, there it is on the board, Mapping Tech, grade 4. Now, is this a GPS, or I'm sorry, GIS?
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Okay. Eric, you wanna talk about it?
Sure. So, yeah, we're asking to create a new position, mapping technician. I met with Corey. This is what we came up with. And what she will do is read all the legal descriptions, prepare stuff for Sam, send that out,
Okay.
and take care of our mapping.
Do you have a job, description written for this?
Yes.
Okay, it's done, okay. Now, we've been talking, browsing around, we've heard, that we could use a GIS job. And we also think that we could sell that technology to other entities in this county.
Yeah, we may be able to do projects for other municipalities.
Okay. So, and I know this is a different topic from what we're talking about.
Right.
But, what would be required in doing that?
To get a GIS person?
Yeah.
They would actually, Leroy,
Yeah, it would probably be someone with a bachelor's degree in GIS, and where you would find them.
You can get a degree in GIS.
Yes.
I didn't know that, okay.
Okay, now, I was gonna ask you, I know we talked about this before. Right now, we pay for that.
right.
But if we had our own, we could actually use them. We could build the 911, the police station. I mean, we're looking at that for the future then.
Okay, let's back up. Explain GIS, what is that?
Geographic Information Systems, it locates it and it defines property lines on a map.
Okay, so we can plot all the, road culverts.
Yes, you can plot, what we're doing with the program is less than 5% of its capability. You can put data in there, you can run reports, you can make pie charts out of it, you can do population studies, you can do traffic studies. The Road and Bridge would like it to map their culvert pipes, the depth of it, the width, the year, road layers. There's just a lot that you can do with it if we have the right operator.
Do we have the software?
We do have the software,
Okay.
yes, we do.
Do we have the space to put this person? Okay. So that's something we need to kind of look at, because we can sell some of this information.
Absolutely.
Okay. And it would help us too. Okay. Now, back to this topic.
Ready for new title?
Back to this topic, okay. Do I have a motion on this? Did I get a motion?
Not yet.
No.
Sorry, Linda's got me going up. Sorry, Linda. Hey, I make a motion that we create a new title for the assessor's office, mapping technician grade 4, and that would be our at 1658. Well, we can talk about that later. There's probably a range somewhere.
And effective September 8th.
Well, not yet. We'll get that in a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've already got a person.
Well, not yet. That's after. We gotta have the position first.
Second.
I'm gonna second it.
Any questions? Okay, all in favor of creating this new title, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, valid reason now.
Now let's go back to that slide.
This slide?
Yes, and I make a motion that on the assessor's recommendation, we transfer Stephanie Owens to this new position effective September 8th at $16.58 an hour for that mapping
That
technician.
wasn't on the consent agenda? It wasn't?
Yeah, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't, sorry.
But you have to-
But we had to get the position first
Okay.
before we transferred her.
All right. Now, so I have a motion to do that.
Yes.
Second?
Second.
Okay, any questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Sorry.
Now, I want to talk about why and when we can change pay. All of our agreements, all of our policy, everything is very specific. You have to have a new job description to change a person's pay grade. Or, like it says, item 2, we can award a cost of living, we think that's coming up in a few months. And then if CBIZ says, okay, the market's changed and we need to go to this rate. So that's the 3 ways that we can change pay. And so, in the green, it says that the elected official must work with HR to establish that job description. And then that elected official comes in a meeting to us and says why this is justified. So that's how that works. So this will be useful. So I just want to spell out what we are faced with when we get these requests. Okay. Any questions on that?
This
Yes,
is
Rich.
in the current policy manual?
Rich first. Yes,
Thank you. How does the department budget figure in all of this work?
That's a factor, and that works in that. For instance, let's say somebody wants to hire 5 new employees, and it's not in the budget, well, we can't do that. So that's part of the factor on that, part of that decision-making process.
Thank you.
Now, Louis, you said something about
This
policy?
is in the current policy manual?
Yes, that's the way it is. Okay, and that's what we're going to on it. Okay, so that's an explanation. Now, move pay grade for Michelle Morgan. Okay, Angie, you wanna talk?
Yeah, Angie Collector, Michelle Morgan is going to, clerk 3. She is gonna take on inventory, because we have someone retiring, Diane Slinkard is retiring, so we are taking her duties and distributing them. The next one has other duties as well.
Well, let's stick with this one right now.
Yeah.
Now, is there a job description that's showing additional work?
Yeah, she's gonna be an inventory clerk.
Okay, so what's she doing now?
She does escrow, she's a cashier, she does bankruptcies, she does backup for merchant license sometimes, she does backup for, she does the escrow, but she also does manual and electronic downloads of both of those.
Okay, that's what she's doing now.
Yes.
Now, what will added to that job in the future?
Well, I'm sorry,
What will be added to those?
inventory,
Inventory?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that a massive thing?
it is, it's kind of a big deal, yeah.
Okay, all right. So do I have a motion?
Make a motion, we move Michelle Morgan to the grade 4 deputy clerk 3 at $16.83 an hour effective 9/6/25 for the collector's office.
I do want to say she's been here since 2017 as well.
Yeah, and I'm gonna second that, but then again, it's like Harold explains. She's taken on more duties, that's the reason for this.
Yes.
And I just wanted to express that, because a lot of times, that's what we get questioned at. So, I'll second.
Okay. Any questions?
So you're not replacing the person that's retiring?
We have already got permission to replace with a new employee, but she will not be taking on all those responsibilities at this time. Or even later, she will have different duties.
Amber, just? Okay,
Yes,
that's a
question
good-
I was gonna ask.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, all in favor of this pay grade move, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. And move pay grade, this is again collector, and Angie?
Yes, Jenny now does cashiering, she does backup for requisitions, she does the inventory currently. She is backup for tax sale, she's gonna be taking tax sale full on, which is pretty much the whole year. Once we have a tax sale, there are people coming in with all their paperwork, there's recording of deeds, of certificate of purchases, it's a lot to deal with. So it's pretty much another full-time job.
Okay, now this is, what is she doing now, that?
She is not doing the tax sale full-time, no. Diane, who is retiring, does
Okay,
that.
so with the exception of tax sale, she's doing all those things now.
Yes,
But she's adding the tax sale.
adding the tax sale.
And again, how much time is that required?
That is year-round. That
Year
is-
round, but
yes.
is that 2 items a day, or?
No, it can vary, depends on how many people come in, but at times it's full days working on the tax sale, and then other times during the year, I would say about an hour extra to 2 hours a day.
An hour or 2 today?
Yeah.
Now, coming up for tax sale preparation, I assume she's pretty busy?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
and afterwards, when people have a year later after they've purchased in the tax sale, then she gets all the deeds ready, she will make sure that everything is in her files and then get everything recorded and finish that
So she
process.
will continue to do her current job
Yes,
with considerable added work
Yes.
to do it. And there is a job description on this, correct? I'm getting a yes back there.
yes,
So, okay, and so it's your recommendation that we do this?
yes.
Okay, motion?
I'll make a motion that we move Jennifer Freelander to grade 3 deputy clerk 2 at $16.42 an hour, effective 9/6/25.
Second.
I'll second.
Questions?
Now, I do have one question. You have somebody retiring.
Yes.
Okay, what will the new hire, if you hire, what will they be
The
doing?
new hire, we have tax season coming up before she's gonna be a cashier. She is actually gonna take over return mail. She's gonna help, be a backup for inventory. And then we're still working on some other things, but there's a lot of training that has to happen before tax season. And during tax season, that's our main focus is the taxpayers coming in and phone calls and doing mail. So she'll be processing mail and waiting on people over the counter.
Okay. Separate question. In my floodplain work, I often get return mail because, you know, I'll send a letter to a company or to a name and an address, but there's nobody living there. So it's in a floodplain, really. But I get that return mail. So I guess you get more than that than I do. But,
We get a lot of
Oh, you
return
get a
mail.
lot.
Yeah. Now that we went with the Rice, EJ Rice,
Yeah.
they actually really work on repairing addresses, and I think that they're interested even in trying to locate and see if people are deceased, and maybe help clean up the files as well with that.
Okay. All right, now where are we on this, too? Just need a vote? Okay, any other questions? Okay, all in favor of this pay grade move, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Okay, permission to apply for a grant. You wanna handle this, or, okay.
Go ahead, I'll just be here for.
Come on, ladies, don't fight over this.
It'll be okay. It's for the coroner's office. This is a grant that we've had in the past. Usually they do an amendment, but we're having to start over again, so, we're just getting permission to apply for the grant, and it pays, I don't really understand.
It just depends on the caseload and how many numbers we have in for that year.
Okay.
So some years are gonna be higher than others, depending on the type of death. It's one big grant, but it's kind of in two things. We have an overdose part of it, and then we have a violent death part. So on the overdose, we get a pretty good amount of the toxicology back in with the money they send back to us, that we send out.
Does that mean you get the cost of that back?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Toxicology test, what, $400 or something like that now?
It varies.
Varies?
It depends on how it's sick. We need to go in to see,
Yeah.
you
What's
know,
they can do?
different.
Yeah.
The lowest one's usually about 300.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, motion to allow this application?
I'll make a motion that we give permission to apply for the grant, Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. It's a violent death and overdose surveillance for the coroner.
Second?
I will second that, and that big thing on non-matching, so.
Yeah. Questions? Okay, all in favor of applying for this grant, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. And who handles this grant? Which one of you? All right, good.
I handle it all.
Good job. Hang in there.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeff, you wanna talk about this?
So what we're asking for is a position that we don't have currently. To work in the detention center, previously you had to be a commissioned deputy. Several years ago, they opened that up and allowed civilian employees to come in there and work. However, they cannot advance. They'll always be a detention officer. So our pool of applicants for promotion has kind of shrunk. So what we're wanting to do is a civilian supervisor who would be equal to a corporal, but they're not commissioned. So the rate of pay, I think we've looked at it, and it's in between a commissioned corporal in the detention center and just a normal deputy. So there is some
Just a normal deputy. What
well,
that-
I mean, that just sounds bad. A deputy, a commissioned officer. So it does give our civilian employees something to look forward to and advancement, because we do have some civilian employees that do a good job. And like I said, it's always been a commissioned officer who gets the promotion, so.
Okay, you have a situation one day when you have a minor riot back there. Do these people jump in and solve that, or what?
Yes, any detention officer will solve it.
Whether they're
Civilian or
all right. Okay.
commissioned, and we all the time have deputies road deputies are there, so they will also assist.
Okay.
They won't last long, the ride won't last long.
And will this be an employee you already have?
I'm sorry?
Would this be an employee you already have, just to bring it
Yes,
up?
yes, we're just creating.
Not hiring a position?
We're creating we're asking to create the position, so if they do want to apply for it, it is there.
So, right now, the number we have, are you down or you're just, we're not adding a.
Correct.
a
Currently,
job?
we're down 2 detention officers. We do have some deputies who are in the detention center who have been offered some employment out on the road with other agencies.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna accept those positions or not, but we want to.
Would that remove them from your group?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were looking kind of forward and trying to prepare for this.
And
So that's why we're asking.
And
for
just so we
this
know,
position.
this is just a position, this isn't anything you're filling right now, but you could fill it. with
Correct.
somebody.
It gives,
Okay.
it gives the civilian
Yeah,
employee
just wondering.
the opportunity to advance
Awesome.
should they want to.
The CPO corporal, what is it?
That's corporal.
Okay.
Well, then Jeff and I explain it to us, a lot of times with a civilian, if you have a deputy in there, most of the time they want out on the road. So as a civilian, they know they're going in there, this is their job.
Yes.
They're gonna stay in the jail, so it actually
Yeah, they
is an
can't go on.
advantage.
Correct.
It's an advantage to you to know that they're
Yes.
not pushing to get out. So I agree with you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes,
How many do you anticipate that you'll have as this title?
It just depends. If we have a vacancy for a corporal's position, it just depends how many want to apply for it.
We have 2 now, right, though?
Yes, I think in total we have 3 supervisors, or corporals, at present, and I think we have 2 vacancies. So it just depends on the staff who wants to apply for it. You may get a couple commissioned officers who are in the jail that are going to apply, and then you'd be able to open that up to civilians as well.
okay. Do I have a motion on
Not yet, but I'll make that motion.
Motion.
I make a motion, we add the civilian supervisor corporal position to the detention staff, $24.10 an hour for the sheriff's department.
this? Second.
I'll second.
Question, yes, Rich?
Jeff, how many civilians are on the staff now?
Oh,
There you throw the 30 under.
Not a trick
Good job,
question.
Rich, I like that.
yeah, you stumped me. I don't know our exact number that are in the detention center.
I think it's close to 14.
Is it 14? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Amber.
And really, I mean, I want to say, I know this, they just started hiring civilians. I think Dan did a few. But Rich, what they had to do, you have to have civilians. Used to, they didn't hire civilians working in the jail. And it actually it's an advantage for us to hire civilians where you don't have to be deputized and all, they can work in the jail.
Why is that an advantage?
Because the pool of commissioned officers is depleted and had very little, and so if we have to get a commissioned officer, we have to compete in the salary of this area, which is very high, whereas if they aren't commissioned and didn't go through the school, then we are more able to get people to fill those positions.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, and then one advantage, and I know Jeff's probably dealing with it, most of them that would go into the jail, they're younger and they went out on the road.
That's
As a
correct.
civilian hire, they know that that's the job they're taking in there. And you don't have that argument of when am I going out on the road? So it gives us an advantage. You can actually hire somebody and they know that's their job, where there's no discussion in the future, or when am I, and they can hire pretty good qualified people, and that's their job, to stay in there. And they just really started doing that the last few years, and it has helped.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All in favor of adding this position, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Get my voice back here. This is an item I put on there, and we are closing on the US Bank building, and one of the first things we have to do is build it's called demising, but it's a dividing wall between the part that the sheriff will occupy on the lower floor and the part that we rent out to the bank for their continued service. We've talked to Jarvis Architects on this. He's gonna charge a total of this $2680, which is very economical. And He's going to design this wall, he's going to design a new ADA entrance into that building. And so, add some bathrooms at, ground floor. So, I, need approval to, sign this contract and get it moving. And, motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the architectural contract and services for the US Bank building modifications. Mark Jarvis.
Second.
You want the contract total or?
Well, it's,
Either.
yeah, okay.
Fine, I didn't know, but 2,680, and I'll second that.
Okay, questions? Yes?
Was a request for qualification solicited for this professional service contract?
No.
So can
We've
you
used
clarify how this
We've used him
architect was
before.
selected?
We've used him before on other jobs.
I think statute says for professional services, you have to solicit an RFQ. So I was
Okay.
curious how you selected this one.
We really don't have time to do that, because we need to get this moving. So, is there some way around that? Since we've used it before.
So when was the original US Bank contract signed? Is it something that they put in the contract?
It's, when did we use Mark
It's been a couple months,
We
right?
used Mark
Plenty of time
before,
to-
and she knows out at the morgue when we were doing Sallyport. Do you remember Mark coming out? He come out on a Tuesday, we measured it off, he designed Sallyport for the grant, the Paul Coverdale grant. By Friday, I had the drawings.
Well, I understand, I'm just saying
matter
what
of
the
a week.
rules are, and I didn't know.
But now, he's also in this price, gonna take us through the city for the, permits and everything for the construction work.
That, she makes a great point. I think about the only thing that you can do is declare this an emergency, because you have to have that wall up by a certain time.
Yeah, I need that
If you
wall.
declare it an emergency, then you can award this without the bidding, but that's the only way. I doubt if anybody would contest that, because we have to have this wall up before we can do the thing. So I don't, it falls under that category.
And as soon as that wall's up, then we can go through
So just
into
make that
the,
motion.
Liberty Street door at our will. So,
The point being is you cannot just surpass state statute at your convenience.
yeah, agreed. So,
For an emergency
can we do
service,
that,
though.
can we do that under emergency letter?
You can do that under the emergency letter.
You could just put that in your motion.
Okay, and I will add that this needs an emergency for the short time that we had to do this, declare that an emergency.
Second that, yes.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor of approving this, services contract, please say aye.
Aye.
Subject to an emergency letter. Okay, sales tax report. Sales taxes themselves are up 0.5%, holding our own on that. Now, the, prop tax, Prop P tax, use tax, is up a significant amount, so it's still growing. So, okay, there's your report on that. Other business, correspondence. Public comments. Departmental reports. Sheriff, wake up, Sheriff.
We were discussing something.
Okay.
Meeting of the minds.
This has been a little longer meeting, I'll keep it short. We're up about 53 calls this week to 438. Our yearly totals are at 14,511. Our current, as of this morning, inmate population is 132. Our weekly average is 148, with that being 127 male and 21 female. And that's all I've got to report.
And Jeff, I wondered, your appearance, that new shirt looks great.
Snazzy in that shirt.
A little different, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Jeff? I'm sorry, for the sheriff. Okay, thank you, Jeff. Road and Bridge.
We'll start off this week with the Berry Ridge project. They're working currently on Turkey Creek Road. They ran into some rock on the south side. The contractors moved in, started putting base rock down for the road bed. DNS Fence, the fencing contractor, will be starting this week or early next week for fencing on the project. far as the maintenance goes for the county. Bruce has cleaned up the north and the south lot, haul in a bunch of scrap, get rid of it for all the pipe we've been putting, installing in. We installed pipes on Brody Road, Cross Road. We trimmed out trees on Maple Street. The school bus had issues with limbs hanging down, hitting their buses, took care of that for them. We put a village entrance in on Hazel Run, northern end of the county. Our prison crew's been kept busy with weed eating around the guardrails and picking up trash during this time. We also trimmed trees on Arnaldi. We patched Douglas Road. We hauled, we put down 195 tons on Hillsborough Road, pool paving. We did some patchwork and pothole on Mineshaft Road. We also patched on Glore Road. We getting some large couch off Douglas Road. We took care of some customer complaints on Patterson Road. Looking at the concerns on Ridge Top in that area up there, and fixed the driveway on Old 8.
I will say the school bus driver called and complimented them on cutting the trees where she can get her new bus.
She didn't want to
Yeah,
scratch.
yeah. And also the work they did out at the West County was excellent. It looked great.
Brian showed me a list this morning of, 3 pages of equipment that they want to sell. Just stuff sitting there, we haven't used it, not usable, whatever. Convert that to money and put it in the system. So,
Brad, when will Leadville resume our paving? Did they tell you yet, or do they have
They
a
have,
date?
I think early next week, they're starting in on Barrett. And probably as soon as they get that done, I think there's probably 2,400 ton maybe of rock to put in. Then they'll start their base, and then they'll jump back on our county overlays.
Sounds good. I get that question.
I know, every day we've
That's okay.
been calling.
You guys are doing great, thank you.
and that sale of that unused equipment, is that going to be handled next week?
Yes.
You're going to put that on the agenda for next week?
Yes.
All right. Okay, thanks. Any other questions for Brian? Okay. Any
I have
other?
department
Yes.
report.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank Brian for taking those 3 pages of equipment off the inventory list, because our office is thrilled over that. So you've heard me talk about electric bills in the past, and of course we all got hit with, I don't know if you've seen your most recent bill.
12%.
I'm not going to talk about that. If you have any complaint, contact your local state representative and your local senator concerning those increases. But just to give the taxpayer and our residents an idea of how much electricity we use in the county, the juvenile office last month, our most current bill, used $1,500 worth. The Weber Road facility used almost $2,200 of city of Farmington electric. And the courthouse across the street, $4,000. Building we're sitting in, $4,800. And the St. Francis County Jail, $10,600, for a total of $25,000 is the most recent bill, not including $5,800 for water and sewer.
And those are monthly costs?
That's the most recent. For the month, for a total of $30,500 to the city of Farmington. And the reason I bring that up is you showed an increase of sales tax revenue for the year of $52,000. And our total bill was $30,000 for 1 month, just to give you a perspective of that. However, I am curious why the largest electric user facility, which is a jail, was not considered for a solar project, while the second lowest electric user was chosen.
Any grants? I'm looking around you, Angie. Any grants on that?
I don't know, I think that was a decision by Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've got a huge field out there next to it that we could, good thinking, Lou.
Any other departmental reports?
No, I make a motion we adjourn, sorry, right?
Second.
Numbers down. Thank you,
All in
Louis.
favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank y'all